Good day, everyone. What are the main indicators of success for cryptocurrencies right now? The ones which are available for us on CoinMarketCap. First one is market capitalization. It includes price multiplied by the quantity of certain cryptocurrency. It shows us how promising or successful project is as a whole. Second is trade volume. Basically, it shows us how popular a given coin among traders. It so happens that some coins have bigger trade volume, but at the same time are less valued than the ones which have bigger capitalizations. Third is number of assets. Some cryptocurrencies are also platforms for other crypto assets, and the number of hosted coins does matter. Today we are going to thoroughly analyze the 200 most popular crypto assets. On the right part of the slide you can see the platforms, cryptocurrencies that host other tokens with the biggest crypto assets in terms of market capitalization. What can we take from this pie chart? Ethereum hosts the crypto assets which have the biggest capitalizations. Ethereum seems to be able to hold its first place for a very long time. In comparison to August 2017, Ethereum slightly decreased its market share from 86.82% to 86.5%, but it seems that maybe it is because this time I decided to analyze 200 tokens instead of 100. There was a significant rise of Next Neo assets since summer. Currently Next holds 4.2% and Neo 1.3%. Ethereum Classic seems to have lost last crypto assets it had. Unfortunately, Ethereum Classic is not used by any known project and CoinMarketCap doesn't show any token dependent on this blockchain. Sad. We are now moving to the trade volume of tokens. On the right part of the slide, there is a pie chart which shows the platforms with the biggest crypto assets in terms of trade volume. As you can see, the results are quite surprising. What can we take out of this? Omni and Ethereum's assets are absolute leaders in terms of trade volume. There is still little to none real competition for Ethereum except Omni. Currently, Omni's Tether is the biggest crypto asset in terms of trade volume. Why is it so? Omni's blockchain has Tether, fiat-backed cryptocurrency. A lot of traders are moving their funds to USD using Tether as the main fiat choice. Next has 4.2% of all crypto assets market capitalization and only 0.4% of trade volume. Number of crypto assets is another important success indicator for cryptocurrency platforms. I analyzed top 200 crypto assets and found out that Ethereum leads in terms of number of biggest crypto assets. Not a big surprise. Out of 200, Ethereum has 167 projects, which is 83.8% of all top 200 crypto assets. Counterparty 3.5%, BitShares 3%, Omni 2.5%, Waves 2.5%, Next 1.5%, Qtum 1%, Ubiq and Neo each at 1%. Ethereum remains the biggest and the most attractive platform for crypto assets. Ethereum Classic died as a platform. Other interesting projects are still in early development, EOS for example. On this slide, I showed crypto assets capitalization to its respective platforms' capitalizations. As you can see, some assets are valued significantly more than its platforms. Omni is the best example. Well, what can we say generally about those numbers? Some platforms are less valued than its crypto assets. Omni, Next, Counterparty, and Nubits are 4 platforms with low capitalizations. I expect that crypto assets will be valued more than its platforms in the long term. Next year will show this trend more clearly among biggest platforms. What are the top 10 crypto assets? As of mid of December 2017, EOS is on Ethereum blockchain currently, valued at $6.6 billion. It is made to be the highly scalable blockchain with smart contracts. Yes, it is Ethereum competitor on Ethereum blockchain. When the development is over, it will transition to its own blockchain. Tron is on Ethereum and valued at $2.6 billion. The idea is to decentralize the entertainment content distribution. Amisa Go is on Ethereum and valued at $1.9 billion. This project is going to be about digital payments with fiat, cryptocurrency, other assets. This project will also have its own blockchain, but it will be pegged to Ethereum. Populous is on Ethereum and valued at $1.8 billion. Populous is about the centralization of invoice financing. Tether is Omni's asset and valued at $1.91 billion. It represents fiat on blockchain. Ardor is Next Assets and valued at $1 billion. This blockchain is created to be used for business enterprises. Augur is on Ethereum and valued at $1 billion. This is the decentralized gambling project. Status is on Ethereum and valued at $673 million. The project is about getting access to Ethereum decentralized applications from mobile devices. Binance Coin is on Ethereum and valued at $500 million. The token is used on Binance Exchange to pay for different exchanges services. Salt is on Ethereum and valued at $500 million. Project is about blockchain loans that you can get by using CryptoAssets as a collateral. Let's now talk about one of my favorite projects in this space. I supported this project pre-ICO and I'm going to support it post-ICO. Find yourself now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to cover the latest news and tell you the general facts about it. Project aims to be the platform for crowdfunding, which will utilize the advantages of cryptocurrencies. KickICO is the Russia-based closest competitor to Singapore-based FYN. FYN is planning to attract ICOs and non-ICO projects, crowdfunding for games, movies, activities, you name it. A lot of different methods will be implemented to boost FYN price in the future. Platform will have all necessary instruments for conducting successful crowdfunding. All services will be offered using FYN tokens. The latest news is very exciting because the first big Vietnamese cryptocurrency exchange was recently launched with the help of local banks, and FYN tokens will be the first to get listed there. FYNs will be listed on VNX in the first quarter of 2018 with the fiat pairing, Vietnamese dongs and USD. FYN will be the official fundraising partner of VNX exchange. Starting the first quarter of 2018, projects will be financially encouraged to raise part of their funding in FYN tokens. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content, thumbs up. Didn't like the content, thumbs down, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.
Not to miss my new videos, click the bell button. Thank you very much.